Hey you, yeah, I'm talking to you. Come here, come here. I've got a huge secret for you that nobody else is talking about. This huge tip, it's a mindset tip that's gonna help you to become a better shooter. And if you watch till the very end of the video, I have a drill slash exercise that you can use to also help you to become a better shooter. So pay attention to this tip that nobody else is talking about. My number one mindset tip when it comes to shooting, specifically when it comes to shooting with our hand and the push and shot motion that we want with it. So coaches always talk about not having it on your palm. When it's on your palm, you don't have good control of the ball. So we've already talked about this a lot, but we want to make sure we have that little gap with our hand so that it's not on our palm. But here's the tip. Here's what I want you to constantly think about when you get ready to shoot. I want you to think about being as soft and as light as possible when you're getting ready to shoot. Imagine that your hand is trying to hold that ball like it's a feather, like you barely want to touch the ball. What is this going to do? It's going to create a great placement when you go to shoot the ball. We're not going to have it on our palm, and it's going to allow our hand and our wrist to be relaxed. If your hand and fingers are spread out, you're creating a ton of tension on the ball. But if you think about being light on the ball, barely touching the ball, this is going to allow you to put it on the back of your finger pads. You're going to be extremely comfortable with your fingers being closer together, and it's going to allow you to have a smooth shot with your shot. Now that we have the mentality of being light on the ball and barely touching that ball, this will then allow us with our guide hand to be put in a correct position. I've talked about it. You don't want it directly on the side like a lot of coaches teach, because this will then make you have to be super strong with your shooting hand. It's going to put a lot of tension because that shooting hand has to control 90% of the ball. But if you get underneath that ball, you think about barely touching it, your guide hand can be a little bit on top or in front to support the ball when you go to shoot it. I want you to watch me shoot some free throws now, and I want you to pay attention to how effortlessly I shoot the ball. This is because I have great hand placement, but also because I'm thinking about being super light underneath the ball and barely touching it as little as possible. As promised, I told you guys I have a drill slash exercise to use to really incorporate being soft and getting underneath the ball. What we're going to use is a softball or a wiffle ball or a tennis ball. Any small ball that's different than a basketball you can use for this drill. This is great because when you go to shoot this, it's easy to palm it. And if you do that, you're going to be throwing the ball. But what's hard and what will translate to a basketball is getting under it and really think about being light with it. So I want you to grab that tennis ball, have it on the back of your finger pads, and shoot it at the rim. If you have a small hoop at home, a Nerf hoop, do the same thing. Don't throw the ball at the rim. Literally get underneath it, flick that wrist, and it will allow you to really translate when you go and shoot a real basketball. So we're going to shoot this ball just like we would a regular basketball as we work on our form shooting. One hand in front of the rim, working on this ball being on the back of our wrist, using our finger pads to flick our wrist and get good backspin on it. And I'm making sure that I have great spin on my ball. If you are looking to become a better basketball player and a better shooter, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you want a full individual shooting basketball workout, check out my video right here. If you'd like to learn how to shoot like Steph Curry and really look at what he does, check out my other video about shooting like Steph right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.